If you're looking for an app as a black person and you want to connect with other black people, well, the Black Social app is here. It's an absolutely a great app on Android and Apple. And make sure y'all go and check it out, man. What's going on, people? It's Jaye the Black here. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about the right woman changing a man. At first, I was going to say the right woman, changing a thug, but I didn't want to go in that particular direction because this commentary is due to an article I saw from Hot New Hip Hop on Gucci Mane praising his wife Kior, and saying that she changed his life. Now, we all know how Gucci was before he recently was incarcerated. He was a wild dude. He really was, man. Drinking lean, getting into it with people. But once he did that time and he got out, he got with Keisha. He has been a different person. He has been more about, getting himself right physically, even though he was doing it before then, but also getting his money right. And also, being supportive of her. And that's due to some comments she made to The Cut. Now, this is what she said. She said, "Gucci is an amazing husband because he supports me," Keisha told The Cut. "A lot of men are intimidated by successful women. Not him, though. He wants me to shine. He wants me to be successful. At least it'll have him save more of his money if I've got money, right? Because I'm an expensive wife." I mean, listen, I have said this. I said relationships nowadays are going to be a lot different than it was 50 years ago. You're not going to see a situation in some cases where the guy is working and the woman is staying at home taking care of the kids. Now, a lot of that still happens. Like you have women on YouTube who tell women that that's what they need to aim for. But you have women out there who don't want to just be under a man's money. They want to have their own. And you have men who are okay with that. I would be okay with being in a relationship with a woman who has her own money, because that keeps more money in my pocket. Okay. It keeps me from having to fund her lifestyle. Let's say if we ever got married, and they say, you was basically taking care of her. She didn't have any money saved. She didn't have a job. She don't have a degree. So you're going to have to fund her lifestyle here on out. Also, you're going to have to pay a little child support too. No man wants to be in that situation. So I think it's good for it to be in a relationship where both people understand finances and understand having your own. I'm pretty sure he still buys her things and does things with her, but he doesn't have to fund her. He doesn't have to worry about if they break up, her being destitute, unless she, is bad with money. But when he was, locked up, she was managing, I believe, his money too and hers. You know what I'm saying? And when he got out, he had money waiting on him. So it's a very interesting relationship. And the reason why I'm speaking about it is because they are relatable to, especially a lot of black couples. They are relatable to them because of the backgrounds. And we all know that, a lot of these, not a lot of the sisters, they do have a thing for the bad boys, the thugs, and trying to change them and reform them. I just think Gucci matured and realized he's about his money. And we all need to be about our money. We need to get ourselves in check and focus on the check, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters to our families, is if we're able to support them. We're able to support ourselves. We're able to build a future and a legacy, not getting into petty beefs and, being emotional about things that we don't need to be emotional about. It's about focusing on what's going on right here now, And when you look at a lot of modern day relationships, okay, I feel like we're looking at the now instead of the down the road. Finances are always going to be the biggest downfall of a relationship, because if both people don't have themselves together financially, especially in 2019, because the cost of living is continuing to go up. Taxes are crazy, especially if you're self-employed. Taxes are crazy. Okay. So if you're with somebody, you want that person to be able to have their own. Don't mean that I'm not going to be paying all the household bills, because that's what I'm going to be doing. If I'm in a relationship with a woman, I don't care if she's making her own money or not. I'm going to be taking care of the bills, because I like to take care of things myself. I'm a micromanager. I like to make sure things are done. Okay. I like to make sure things are done, so in making sure that things are done, I'd be handling all of the important bills, so she can have her own money and not have to focus on asking me for anything. The less that she has to ask me financially for anything, the better, and I think that dynamic works nowadays. Both people have to be mature and understand what each other wants. I do feel like there are women who can change a man's life. I've seen how hard women work for the men that they like, the men that they want, the men that they appreciate. There are women out there who are selfish and are not going to work very hard at all. We know those type of women. We as men, we stay away from those type of women. The gold diggers, the bag chasers. It could be the same thing. The thizots. We stay as far away from them as possible. If you got a woman that's working hard, she's going to school, taking care of herself, physically, emotionally, she's in the right place, I see no reason why a man wouldn't want to date her. Now, if she has kids out of wedlock and you choose not to date her, that's up to you. But in 2019, I have said this, there's no reason why women should be single, because if you look at what we as men are speaking about, all the information is out there, what we're looking for, what we're seeking, and you still go down the same path you're going, it's because that's where you want to go. That is why I'm appreciative of the women who are on my platform, who are here for understanding and thinking. I don't do very many blogs like this. I'm going to start doing more. I haven't done those recently, but I'm going to do more, just discussing the fact that nowadays in 2019, you have all the information to make sure you're with somebody that fits you, that fits your lifestyle. Us as men, we don't want to be in a situation where we're financially funding somebody who doesn't care about us, doesn't love us, doesn't see a future with us, and is always going to be looking for a way to either make our lives miserable in that scenario, or be looking to use us until they find something else. That's how I've seen with marriages. You have women that they can't wait to divorce to get that money. I made a video about Johnny Manziel, his wife, and him divorcing after just 1 year of marriage. She doesn't see him being the man that she thought he was going to be. Maybe he sold her dreams and he hasn't gotten to that particular level, and she has lost her patience, because I'm pretty sure the dude was doing whatever he was doing throughout their relationship. But once you feel like that man doesn't have that potential, then you're looking for a way out. You're not looking for those women either. That's why maturity counts when it comes to relationships, understanding each other's roles in that particular situation. If you don't understand a role in that particular situation, it's not going to work out. The thing with Gucci and Keisha, they do everything together. They're around each other. They genuinely seem to be happy to be with each other. And the reason why I'm using them as an example is because they're in the spotlight, and we all know a lot of y'all worship celebrities. This is exactly why people are constantly sharing videos of celebrities being woke, or what I like to call fake woke, because you got a lot of fake woke people out here who there's nothing woke about them. What they just like to portray it as that they're woke and they're about helping their people, but they're about helping and lining their pockets, but the reason why I say those people are fake woke is because one minute they're telling that they want to help us, the next minute they're trying to push narratives that are actually up against our morality. They're against our better judgment. I've seen a couple of these celebrities do that, and we all know a lot of y'all do love and worship celebrities. That is why I speak about celebrity topics, is because y'all relate to it. Y'all speak about it at the water cooler, at work, when you're out with friends, with family members, when you're on social media. A lot of y'all are following celebrities. You're commenting on their posts. I see y'all. And the videos about celebrities do get a lot of traction. So why wouldn't we speak on it? Because we know that it's relatable to you, Now, in every scenario, in case, do women change men? No. I think that it takes the right woman. We have to, as men, do our own research and figure out what we're looking for before we go and try to sleep with, sell dreams to, make, with any female. I see people who are so quick to move in together, don't even barely know each other because they need somebody. They need a place to stay. Because you got some of these, guys who is homosexual, they're constantly looking for a couch to sleep on or some woman's bed to sleep in temporarily, probably, and making irrational decisions is going to make that relationship dissolve all the more faster, But I do think there are some women out there who can benefit a man. Either it's in his business, professionally, I've seen the work ethic of women. I've seen how hard they go for the men that they support and that they appreciate. And I think in some cases there are women out there who can change a guy's situation to make him more comfortable so he won't have to wild out like Gucci Mane has wild out. Gucci Mane, again, was a wild dude. He really was. And she's been able to help calm that wildness and have him focus on the money. And that's what you need in your life. People who are going to keep you focused on bettering yourself financially and not getting into anything that is going to be against you being able to secure your own bags and to secure a future for your family. So I just think it takes that right particular female. I'm not saying that she's in the wall. What I'm saying is everybody has a role. And if she's willing to accept that role, I don't understand why you wouldn't want her in your life. Don't mean you have to marry her. It just means that you've accepted her in your life for what she's going to be able to do for you. Because a lot of you are seeking that. Now, you can say whatever you want. You can say that sounds simpish, even though I don't know what's simpish about that. I mean, why wouldn't you want a woman in your life in some capacity? If you don't, then you shouldn't be commenting on my videos anyway. Okay? This is not for the incel ears. If you're looking for an app as a black person and you want to connect with other black people, well, the Black Social app is here. It's an absolutely a great app on Android and Apple. And make sure y'all go and check it out, man.